Mike Owens with Inside Fighting, joined today by Gregory Robocop Rodrigues, who returns to action in the very first UFC main event of his career, facing Jared Cannonier next Saturday. Gregory, always a pleasure, my man. How are your emotions ahead of your return?
Hey, Mike, man, my pleasure to be here. Yeah, man, I'm so excited for this fight. It's a main event in the UFC for sure. It's a big deal. I did the main event before
Hmm.
when I fought for my LFA belt. There was a main event also 5 rounds, so I can handle it. But that's make me a lot of much more excited and happy for sure for the opportunity. To be the last fight of the night. And yeah, man, I can't wait, for the time. I did what I need to do for, be ready for this opportunity. And now it's just wait till couple more days, like a week, and that's it.
Can I ask, who was the person who told you that the UFC were offering you a fight against Jared Cannonier in the main event, and what was your first reaction to the news?
Man, honestly, I was very happy, because there was like a roller coaster after my fight in Manchester. Um, I started asking for a fight in December. That was my plan before, and they offered me the Russian guy. What his name? I forgot his name. He fought.
Um,
He fought Whitaker. He fought Whitaker for the main event.
Alaskarov?
Alice Karov. Yes, they offered me this guy, and no guy in the rank, but good name because he just fought the number one contender. Before Whitaker, and I said, man, that's a good fight. And I said yes. And the day after that was in August last year. And the day after, I said, yes, my manager called me back and said, man, the guy denied the fight. He said, no. I said, what? Yeah, he said, no, he want to take a time. I said, okay, but so now, I don't know now what they have for. I said, man, if I'm not going to fight this guy, for me, it's not make sense fight nobody beside someone in the rank. And then, and then I was looking to the rank. So, some of the top 15 was a fight schedule. Um, the Joker,
Jack Hermanson?
he Jack Hamilton, I think he was injured.
Hmm.
So the only one there was like able to fight was Paulo Costa, Borrachinha. And then I said, man, he gonna be my target.
Hmm.
I want to fight Paulo Costa. And the matchmakers, they love it, the fight. Make men, they like it, and they said, okay, but no answer from Paulo Costa. I went to a podcast. I ate the eraser.
Hmm.
His nickname is Borrachinha. That means like little eraser.
Hmm.
So here's my snack. I wanted my snack. So, but I didn't think about the other guys. And and I heard nothing for a while during the time. And I said, man, what the UFC want to do? It's almost December, fight schedule. And I was okay. I was helping Vicente for his fight in December, and he said, man, you're not gonna fight in December. That's my time. That's my turn. I help you for your last two fights. I said, okay, you're right. And and uh and my manager, I think it was in Dolidze when Dolidze fought um um his last fight. Man, I'm so bad with names. So after this fight, he
Hmm.
fought. I said, man, Dolitz probably is a good name. He said, I want to fight in December if someone to say. And then I text my manager right away during the fight and said, hey, how about Dolitz? Let's gonna ask it for him. And he texted me back. He said, man, I'm here in the UFC. I spoke with Mick, and they are working on you and Cannonier. Say, what? That's so cool. You know, like that's a big fight. That's a very nice fight. And I was calmed down and I said, no, now I'm gonna relax and I will see what the UFC, will do it. But for me, it was like I feel very respectful from the UFC, like how they see me, how they give me the opportunity. I know Cannonier is, he had a great career in the UFC, fought for the belt before. I think his last 5 fights was a 5 main event, probably. And like, and I said, man, wow, that's how the UFC is looking at me, fight with a guy like that. That's super nice. And then later on, the fight almost didn't. He he was like he said yes and he said no. It was back and forth.
Mm.
They offered me Dolidze for a main event in January. I said yes. Dolidze denied the fight. Cannonier get back, said no, I fight Gregory, and the fight, was still on for next week. But it was like, but for me, it was good, like I saw the respect from those guys. They know who I am.
Mm.
They know my potential and that they are kind of fighter I am, So I'm so excited and was training really hard, especially for this fight. And I know it's a big opportunity, and I'm ready to go.
Mm.
We'll be right back to the video, fight fans, but first, big announcement because UFC 312 is coming up this weekend in Sydney, Australia. We're going down under for some Sean Strickland versus Dricus du Plessis, a rematch for the UFC middleweight title, and Inside Fighting has partnered up with our friends over at DraftKings to get you guys closer to all the action. And right now, new DraftKings customers who go download the DraftKings Sportsbook app can bet $5 and receive $200 of bonus bets instantly if you sign up using our promo code Inside Fighting. Stay in on the action and use your $200 in bonus bets of DraftKings same-game parlays for a shot at an even bigger payout. Combine multiple bets together from the same game and get in on the action that way. If you love the thrill of live betting, DraftKings has you covered with live markets like Fight to Go the Distance, making watching fights that much more exciting. And if sports betting is not yet available in your state, don't worry about it. Just go play DraftKings Daily Fantasy Sports. Get in on all the action there. Again, in honor of UFC 312, new DraftKings customers who go download the DraftKings Sportsbook app can bet $5 and receive $200 of bonus bets instantly using our promo code INSIDEFIGHTING.
Well, it's an interesting that you mentioned that point because there is a lot of guys outside of the top 15 who would love to fight the number 7 guy. There's a lot of guys that the
Oh
UFC
yeah.
could have given this opportunity to, and it's good that you've recognized that the respect that the UFC have given you by offering you this fight.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, man. Like I know like they're gonna do this show for me. Not not the respect with Jared. I
Mm.
know who he is too. I know but I know that the UFC want me there.
Yeah.
And if you look at the middleweight division, is recycled, so many like good fighters, young fighters start coming up. And you have Carbohydrate, you have Imavov, those guys, the division start change.
Yes. The new
And that's
generation.
super cool. That's super cool. And but that's one more reason I know it's my turn, it's my time. I'm ready for this opportunity, like and he was number 8 before they changed the
Mm.
division, and then he come to the number 7. Say, wow, one more reason to beat this guy up. So I'm excited.
I love this. I've seen the post you've been making on Instagram of you hitting pads in Killcliff FC. Looks like some very hard rounds you've been completing with your coaches. Have you made any changes or doing anything differently in the lead up to this fight?
Oh man, I focus on myself, the tools I have, and start development myself more, get evolution. So for sure, always we're looking for get better, and that's what I love. Train in a Killcliff with my coach Henry Deere, I have my brothers there, Vicente, Gilbert, and yes, man. I think in my maturity is so much more right now. My experience inside the UFC. I'm going to my 10th fight in the UFC, so yes, man, and I think that was one of the hardest camp I did in my life, but that showed me like what I can do more, So I'm gonna turn 33 years old this month at 17, like 2 days after my
Mm.
fight. And man, so Mike, I have everything I need. God gave it to me already. And I can ask it for more, I can't. And so I have everything. I have the best team in the world, my family, my wife, by my side, my nutritionist, my church, jiu-jitsu coach. I have Wagner Russia. Um, man, so much stuff, so much. And it's just, of course, the details is gonna make the difference. IHP, I have my conditional trainers, IHP. So everything, man. I don't miss nothing.
Mm.
I'm more than ready. If the fight is tomorrow, right now, I can fight him right now. And I just need to wait the perfect time, the right time. And that's it.
When you look at Jared and you look at his style, what do you think he does well, and what do you look at areas that you think you can exploit?
I mean, like he's a very rounded guy. He didn't show much his grappling stuff, nobody like talking down. Most of the guys in that division, they try to strike him. But he got a patient and he know how to fight the 5 rounds, But I don't see like everyone say, oh, he's like unbreakable. He get a lot of hits but nobody hit him like I will hit. And I will see like if you can handle it. So but he's like I respect his experience. I respect like what he did. But like I said, and always I'm gonna say the same. I know who I am and I know what I can do. And he did what he did, but he never faced me. So so Saturday, February 15th, that's gonna be the day. And the man the other side, that's the man I'm gonna face him. And I hope I prepare myself to the best and the better of my opponents. And that's what I'm expecting. Less than that, he's gonna die inside the octagon.
Where's your mentality at going into this fight? I mean, I think you would agree. Well, first of all, do you agree that this is the biggest fight of your career? But secondly, if you do think it's the biggest fight of your career, how do you manage the pressure of going into such a big moment?
It's a big fight, Always every fight I do is the fight of my career. The
Mm.
last one was the same. That's
Mm.
not gonna be different. Doesn't matter. Like I don't fight with names, man. I
Mm.
fight with a man on the other side. He had his name in the UFC, but I'm not fight against names. I fight against a man. It's gonna be just one more fight. I will have a lot of fun. That's what I want. I'll have fun. I do what I love to do. I do what I gotta make me able to do, and that's what I'm looking for. I have fun and respect him like he was gonna respect me. But in the end of the day, my arm is gonna be up, man, rising up, and I'm gonna be the winner.
A win here turns you from a contender outside of the rankings to a contender in the top 10, and possibly at number 7, one or maybe two fights away from a title shot. I imagine that is a prospect that you relish, to be so close to a world championship fight.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. I'll do step by step. When I did my debut in the UFC, I said, uh, I don't want to rush. I wanna do my foundation, and I got a solid career inside the UFC, and that's what I'm doing right now. So It's not too soon and not too late for do a fight like that. I think it's the right time, it's the right moment, and yeah, I can see myself fight for the title maybe end this year, beginning next year, but it's very soon. I believe in that, and I'm working hard for this. So yeah, I just need to take my time and do what I need to do, and that's gonna come.
I want to get your thoughts quickly before we finish on some of the big fights going on in your division, because February is certainly a big month for the middleweight division. First and foremost, we've just seen Nassourdine Imavov get the second round TKO against Israel Adesanya. Were you surprised by the result last Saturday?
Man, no, I'm not surprised. Like, I trained with Imavov. I saw like how good he is. He's very sharp and very fast. Um, during the fight, the first round, I think it was very close.
Mm.
Adesanya was a little bit at advantage with the kicks, but I saw Imavov like he's a very he's patient. He's very calm, and he got the right moment right there with the right hand. That was perfect, man. But I'm not like surprised because I knew like anything was possible during the fight, even for Adesanya to knock him out or he knocked him out Adesanya like he did. So yeah, that was amazing. That was great, and that was very successful for Imavov, and I believe he's gonna be close or next. Maybe next gonna be Shimaev
Mm.
for the belt. That's what Dana White said already. But he's right there, and anything can happen. But I think if he fight for the belt, he can have everything he needs to be a champion. And but I'm on my way. You know, I'm gonna come on my way.
Well, obviously the title fight is this Saturday, and this interview probably won't go live until after the title fight. So I won't ask you for a prediction for Dricus du Plessis versus Sean Strickland 2. Instead, what I will ask is, who do you think is the middleweight champion by the end of 2025?
Ah, man, I don't know. On this fight, Dricus and Strickland, I believe Dricus is still champion. I like Strickland. We trained before a long time ago, but I think like Strickland, uh, I think Dricus is still with the will to hold his belt. Probably he know both know each other.
Mm.
The style, I think Dricus can get this like as an advantage to keeping the pressure and do his crazy stuff. You know, like he's a very like unique
Mm.
kind of fighter, but both of them, of course.
Mm.
But I think Dricus is still with the belt during this fight. But I don't know if he's still champion in the end of the 2025, man. It's so, like I said, like
Mm.
the division is getting on fire. So many great fighters. I have the Brazilian guy Caio Borralho is coming. Shimaev is back. Imavov right there. I'm come. So yeah, it's gonna be hard to hold this belt,
Mm.
especially him.
Mm.
But I think he's still the champion now
Mm.
for a while.
Well, last question from me, Gregory. Thank you so much for your time. As you envisage next Saturday, February 15th, from morning to night, talk me through what the perfect day looks like.
Man, the perfect day. Um, I don't know. I don't like the doesn't matter the way that goes. I see myself winning this fight. Um, I can see like I fight round to round, round by round. It's a 5 round, so I have two extra rounds. I fought three already. I have two extras. So I can finish it either by knockout or submission. I had everything I need. Like I said, I will pressure him. I'll do my pressure. He not can handle it, that for sure. He not can handle my power, my strength, my energy, my gas tank. And I put everything. I'm gonna leave it, everything inside that cage, and I'm gonna be win. I will win this fight, definitely. That's what I see, and that's gonna be the perfect day. That's the perfect day I see, and that's how it's gonna be.
I love it. Well, Gregory, thank you so much for your time. I think back to when we spoke in 2023 before your fight at 292 in Boston, and it's great to see you in this main event position now. So have a
Three
great
zero now.
3-0 now. Have a great and safe
Yeah.
rest of camp, and best of luck for the next fight.
Appreciate it, brother. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time, and always a pleasure to talk with you. And let's go more. We go for more.
4-0 next time.
Huh?
4-0 next time. Next time
Four
you
zero. Oh yeah, for sure, man. Till the bell.
till the belt. I like it.
Till